All right, hello, wine-drinking people. Today is Thursday, the 18th of July, and we have got a whirlwind week coming up next week with our pre-route event starting tomorrow night, and then we've got Taste of the Nation. We've got our Penfolds Grange event, which almost sold out the first day after they sent the email out. You know, this is a time of year when you guys are at home relaxing, well, a little more than usual, maybe taking a summer break, a vacation with the kids, and you know what that means. A little extra drinking going on, a little time off with the kids means me doing a bit of boozing. And, well, your family may not be quite as discriminating as you are. So I have come up with 12 great values we have right here in the store, in stock, $15 or less. What's that? They have wines for $15 or less at the Wine Watch? Well, you know, we started around $10, and, you know, I taste all of the wines before we bring them in here. We don't buy them just because there was some great deal on them, and they've got to meet my seal of approval, meaning I will take them home and drink them. And these 12 wines, some of the best values I've come across in the last few years. Starting out with some sparkling wines, because, hey, man, if you're going to celebrate, you got to have a little bubbly around. We've got a Prosecco, which to me is a cheaply made sparkling wine, but this is a great value when you look, if you like Prosecco, lighter style sparkling, less effervescence, a little sweeter, nice fruit. This is brought in by our good friend Giorgio Rivetti at Indigenous Selections, and cost right about what Prosecco should, $11.50. A great little value, the Bianco Vigna Prosecco. And then we've got some Cavas, which Cava, the greatest value in sparkling wine. This Terra Aurea Cava, 100% Macabeo. This wine has got some character, even better on the second day. Lovely flinty notes, that apple and pear fruit, some honeyed and floral notes. Lovely complexity here. Same with the Beautiful Cava, which this wine has got, well, 20% Chardonnay in the blend. It's Macabeo and Chardonnay Macabeo, in the most important of all the Cava grapes. And this wine, another great value, and $12.50. So far, the first three wines, way under $15. And going on with the white wines, we've got a Verdejo from Rueda at $11. This was our star of our tasting with Isaac Fernandez here. And Rueda being south of Rioja and Ribeiro del Duero. This wine produces really fresh and bright wines that leave the tongue salivating for food. The Vernace de Saint Geminian for Mormaria, probably one of the best-selling wines under $15 we've ever had in the store. This is the only DOCG for white wine in Tuscany. Light and refreshing on the palate, some green apple and pear fruit, a little bit of minerality there, really short but pleasant finish. Really good little wine at $12 and change. Pra Suave, Pra being the greatest producer of Suave in my opinion. This wine regularly scores 90 points in the Wine Advocate, and one of my favorite wines from the Veneto, one of my favorite producers. Pretty floral aromas to this one with some light minerality to the pear and melon fruits, and light and refreshing finish, but this wine has got some complexity to it for a wine at $14 and change. Alta Vista Chardonnay, can you find Chardonnay for under $10 that's any good? Not very often, but in South America, there's a lot of great values. This is a winery that really caught our attention last year. Their Malbec, which is also on here, which was my top pick for a wine under in its price category for a red wine last year. The Chardonnay equally as good. All right, Villa Mount Eden Pinot Noir from Bien Nacido Vineyard, $13 and change. Are you kidding me? This is one of the most famous vineyards in all of California. This wine gives you some lovely character to it, some earthiness. It's 07 vintage, so it's got a little bit of bottle age, lovely raspberry and red Jolly Rancher candy showing to some smoky notes as well. Some nice complexity on the nose here, and this wine very savory on the palate with some of those earthy and spice notes, and really nice finish here, some dried floral notes. Really good complexity for a wine at this price. Pinot Noir being one of the hardest varietals to find in that under $15 category. And then we've got the Billaud wine from the Côte de Roussillon from Chapoutier, a little blockbuster, Syrah, Grenache, and Carignan. We've got Morellino di Scanzano from Morris Farms, another little blockbuster. This wine, one of the best values in all of Tuscany, Morellino di Scanzano, the last DOCG to be added in Tuscany, just as of the 2006 vintage, for $11 and change. This wine scored 90 points in the Advocate. Are you kidding me? If you love Tuscan wines, this is the best value you'll come across. We've got some Malbecs, of course, the Alta Vista I mentioned, and then the Fabre Montemayor, the first varietal Malbec, only as far back as 1993. You think it would be further than that they started bottling Malbec varietal. This wine got 89 points, a great little value at $12.33. The Stella Maris, which we just sent an email out on this wine. This is wine made at the North Star Winery, regularly $25. We have it on sale for $15, 2007. This wine has got a little bottle age to it. And then, of course, we got to give you a Cabernet Sauvignon from California, Mark Mondavi's Divining Rod from the Alexander Valley. These Alexander Valley wines tend to be a little more forward and drinkable. This wine's got some dark spice, some tobacco, some earth, some nice complexity, dark currant and cherry fruits, and really elegant style of Cabernet, very fresh with that nuance following through on the finish. You definitely get more than you expect here for $13 and change. All right, those are our great values. Check it out. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.